Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm going to present to you about the traffic light simulation for the individual assignment project. And this individual assignment project is under the subject Microprocessor BEE2223. Before that, I want to introduce myself. And my name is Muhammad Hazim bin Muhammad Yusuf. I am from Session 1 and my lecturer is Dr. Badaruddin bin Muhammad. So let's go to the topic. For the introduction, as you can see nowadays there are many traffic light in the cities or any busy place. So what is the traffic light? Traffic light is the function of traffic light is to control the traffic and also act as a road safety. While the accidents still occur at intersection, these crashes may be prevented by the driver yielding to the traffic light. And also many lives have been probably been saved by traffic light that we installed. And this traffic light help ensure that pedestrians and bicyclists get their fair share of the road. As you can see here, this is a pedestrian where you want to cross the road. So this traffic light can help them to cross. So it will stop the car, then the pedestrian can cross it. So let's go to the block diagram. So I'm using the ARM7 LTC2148 for the microcontroller, and this for the input. As you can see, there is a power supply and there is a button here. So the output here is for the 7 segment, for this one 7 segment timer, and LED and also buzzer. Next, we go to the flowchart here. So for the flowchart, I want to explain a little bit. So firstly, when the button is pressed, let's say the button is like the sensor. If the pedestrian want to cross, then the vehicle traffic light first will turn up for green, means that the car will go first, and then it will count down. When the countdown turn to 4, it will blinking with the buzzer, the green LED and the buzzer will blink. So this is for the warning that the countdown will be ended. So after the countdown has turned to 0 and the traffic light vehicle, it will light up for the yellow color and goes to the red. So when the vehicle traffic light turns to red, the pedestrian light will green. The green will be light up. So it means the pedestrian can cross the road. So the timer will count down from 10 seconds until 0. So when the timer turns to 4, it means that the timer will be end soon. So it will blinking and the buzzer will be blinking. So after it is turn to after it's finished countdown, the yellow will light up and the red LED will light up. So it means the pedestrian cannot cross anymore. It has to wait. So it will turn back to here. So the vehicle traffic will be light up, the green color one. So vehicle can move. So let's go to the next for the second diagram here. So this is I want to explain. For this one is the push button 1 and this push button 2. Okay, for the push button 2 is about to stop the traffic light actually. I forgot to tell just now. The second push button is for the stop. Means if let's say if there is a maintenance, so he want to stop the traffic light, to turn off all the traffic light, so he push this button, so the traffic light will be turned off. Okay, so this is the above one is for the vehicle traffic light, and for the bottom one is for the pedestrian traffic light here. So this is the buzzer 1 and the buzzer 2, and also there is 3 LED here, red, yellow, green. So same with the pedestrian, red, yellow and green. So this is for the pin, like you can see here I'm using for the port A only, port 0 only. For the LTC2148, so this is port 0, And the below one is for the port 1. I'm not using the port 1, I'm using the port 0 because I can use all the pin here. So I can, and for the other pin can use for something else. If one day I want to modify something, so it can be used for another pin, the other pin that I'm not using here. So there are many pins that I'm using. Okay, so that's enough for the circuit diagram. And for the software, for the simulation, I'm using the Procuse 8 Professional. And for the coding here, I'm using for the C language here, using the Microvision version 4. And for the component, just now in the circuit diagram, like I told you before, the LPC 2148 ARM7 microcontroller is to control the traffic light, and the 7 segment here is for the counter from 9 until 0, 9 seconds. Yes. I'm using only one segment, two, one for the vehicle and another one for the pedestrian traffic light. So there is 2 segment, and there is a 6 LED, 3 for the vehicle, another 3 for the pedestrian. It indicates instruction for the motorist to move or slow or stop. Means it's rules them instruction means when they hit, we ask him to move, and when it turns to red, it needs to stop. If the yellow color, will ask them to slow down. And for the buzzer is for the warning, like I said just now, when the timer turns to 4, then the buzzer will sound up. So it means that the warning that the time will be ended soon. So they need to hurry, or they need to be aware that they need to stop. So for the push button here, one push button here for the sensor, and another one is for the stop button, means to turn off the traffic light. If there is a maintenance, let's say there is one maintenance contractor, they want to maintain the traffic light, so they can press the button. Okay, so I'm going to show you the simulation. Stay tuned.
Started to fall, and where were you? How could I know you were falling too? Grabbing the wind, cutting my skin, but it's hard because I'm falling. Tell me why I'm falling. Oh, life's calling, but it's hard because I'm falling.
Okay, done for the simulation. Now we back for the conclusion here. So this traffic light system will give benefits to pedestrians and the motorists because they can move, means that they can move freely and to be more safety. And also it will save cost by using the LTC2148 arm-stable microcontroller because this microcontroller only costs about 20 Malaysia ringgit, so it will be very safely cost in term of the microcontroller chip. And also, and it can increase the safety awareness among the pedestrian, so maybe it can solve the problem where the pedestrian like to cross the road without notice there is a vehicle that moving forward, so it will cause to the accident there. So when applying this traffic light, it can increase the safety awareness, so pedestrian can be more safety. And and also it is the municipal system is improved by applying this latest technology. So that means, so if one day if there is some technology that latest can also be applied, not using the traffic light, but maybe something else, we don't know about the future. So I think that's all from me, and thank you for your time, and thank you for listening my presentation. Assalamualaikum.